Hey, so this is my answer to a thread question posed, or a series of thread questions posed by Blueecm. I believe it was 5 questions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them the best I can. Get the light going here better. The first question you had was something to the effect of showing 7 inches, and if you collect them, show a few, I guess. I would definitely say that I don't collect 7 inches. But I've come across a few, and I had bought a few back in the 90s, and that's what most of these are. I have a bunch more than this. This is just the ones I actually intentionally bought. So here, this is Man or Astro Man. This is a really, I haven't listened to this in a long time, but they were a cool kind of surf space punk rock band, if that's a description. Go through these kind of quick. This is actually a promotional. David Bazan from, he was Pedro the Lion. This is from his solo album that just came out last year. Guided by Voices. Static Airplane Jive. This one might be kind of rare. I don't know. It's numbered, I think. It has 283 out of 1,000. So there were 1,000 pressed, but it's not hand numbered. This is really cool. I don't know how many bands do this, but I love this concept. It's this Guided by Voices and New Radiant Storm King. And they did a split, and they did each other's songs. So that was pretty cool. This is another Guided by Voices 7-inch. Another semi-similar band, the Grifters. One of my favorite kind of lo-fi bands from that. Excuse me. From that era. Jawbox. We got Sebadoh, or Centrido, I'm sorry, and the Jayhawks. This is another freebie from Record Store. Okay, so next is sleeve preference. And yes, it's a geeky question, but it's one that I appreciate because it's something I think about a lot. I definitely prefer the snug fit. So, for instance, like that, I prefer it to look like it's, you're not really looking at a sleeve per se, like it's snug, as opposed to something like this where you got wiggle room, and I just don't like that. It just doesn't look nice, and it's when you put it into the shelf, it kind of crinkles and stuff and sticks out. Records that you've never listened to. Well, this is actually maybe a little bit of a variation from what you're looking for. I have several records that I bought on eBay, and I've gone through these periods where I bought records and just sort of on a whim, either from just randomly sort of going through the listings and stuff. And for instance, like this is a band called Roxy. From the early 70s, I believe, and just the album cover just struck me. It was a sealed copy, and I got it really cheap. It was like $4 or $5, and I haven't opened the record yet. So next one is Roy Wood Boulders. I have this. This is still sealed, and I got this one actually pretty cheap on eBay for about $5 or so. It's sealed. That one I'll probably open pretty soon. And this is a group called The Click, which they were, from what I can tell, I think that they were kind of bubblegummy from the late 60s. Another sealed record. Let's see. Rare but crappy condition records. Well, this is actually going to be a little bit of a twist on your question, because I don't think I have anything that would fit that description, but just to sort of show what, as compared to something that you had shown, I do have a soft machine. I have the number 4. And it's the opposite. It's actually in really good condition. So I don't know if it's as rare as the third one, but this was the one that came out in '71. I guess yours was came out in 1970. And I'm not that familiar with them other than this. And I know that they kind of veered off in a different direction about this time. This is pretty much an avant-garde jazz release, as opposed to, I think, their earlier stuff was a little bit more psych. So, a record or records that everyone owns but me. I'm sure there's tons of stuff I could go through, but one of them would be, I'm a pretty big Pink Floyd fan, But there's stuff I don't have, particularly in the later stuff like The Wall, which is something that seems like everybody has. And I've never owned that. I've never even owned it on CD. So I'm not that big of a fan of that era, I don't think. I mean, I don't really care for the stuff that actually got played on the radio from that release, but I'm sure I'll get it eventually. So anyway, I guess that was your last question. So I just wanted to get to it before I got lazy and let it fall through the cracks. So see you next time.